So back in the good old days, people would suggest malls. And while some would say that malls still have their own place in the game, I do not think so. Because the dimensional depots make malls useless. Let's look at it objectively, okay? The dimensional depots do everything that a mall does, but better. Malls let you go to a place where you can fill up your inventory space that you are going to use to build stuff. You can do the same with dimensional depots, just put an industrial storage before the dimensional depot. Malls don't really do anything else, by the way. That's it. But here's everything that the dimensional depots can do that malls cannot. Dimensional depots let you simply access your items through the cloud. It's fun. They serve no other purpose. However, you might be thinking right now, wait a second, so malls only do one thing, which is like you can go there to get your items, and dimensional depots only do one thing, which is that they let you access your items no matter where you are. Then what's the point of this video? They're both good. No, I disagree. Because malls had a lot of drawbacks that were simply ignored when dimensional depots didn't exist. Problem number one with creating a mall: it takes time. You have to stop making your factory, you have to stop progressing in your game, and you have to dedicate time to create a building or a factory or someplace where resources from the entire freaking map need to be brought together and put into industrial storage units. It takes time, okay? That's the point. Number two, travel time. You still have to walk back to the mall, by the way. We just ignored this problem because it was still easier to walk back to a single place instead of walking back to 10 different places. But since the dimensional depots exist now, odds are that out of like the 5 different resources you need to make a building, you're only short of one of them. So you don't need to move back to a place where you have everything stored. Just that one place would do fine, right? Or you could have just placed down extra freaking depots. Number 3. Did we talk about inventory space? Because if you are just using a mall, you still need to carry all the items on your own body. And I know, the Pioneer is a superhuman who can carry hundreds and thousands of tons on his body, but let's be honest, it's annoying. Number 4, the logistic overhead. Not only do you have to figure out the logistics to craft everything, you also have to figure out the logistics to send it to a centralized storage facility. The mall? Hello? Now, if you're using a decentralized system, then this is not really a problem. So, for example, if you're making computers at a place, then just place down the industrial storage over there. That's fine. That's not a mall, because you can also just place down a dimensional depot right next to it, for God's sake. Number 5, this is not Minecraft. It's a factory automation game. Everything should be automated, even your inventory management. Now, we've already mentioned that you can place an industrial storage right next to your dimensional depot, right? That basically turns it into a mini mall, if you would like to call it that. But the best thing about the dimensional depot is that you don't need inventory space. When you're building something, it just gets built directly from the dimensional depot. You don't have to manage your inventory space, and I don't remember the last time I managed my inventory space in Satisfactory ever since I unlocked the dimensional depots. There's this handy little button that lets you use items from your inventory before they're used from the depot, right? This has been on since the first time I placed down a dimensional depot, and I genuinely do not care about what's in my inventory. The only time inventory space became a problem was when I was hunting hard drives and I had to pick up all those random items around crash sites. Number 6, there is absolutely no logistical overhead when you're doing this. What do I mean by that? Well, you don't need to move anything to a centralized location. You don't even need to do anything at all. Just put down a splitter, put down a dimensional depot. Actually, you should probably put down an industrial storage between the dimensional depot and the splitter, but we're not going to talk about that right now because that's going to be mentioned in the next step. But my point is that you do not need to worry about the logistics. It doesn't take a lot of effort to put down a splitter and a dimensional depot, right? Why aren't you doing it? But every time you make something, you should put down a splitter after the production line, put it into an industrial storage, put a dimensional depot over there as well. Odds are that you're never gonna run into problems. But just in case this is a high bandwidth material, you can use 2 dimensional depots instead of a single one. Reason number 7, and this in my opinion just completely murders malls entirely, okay? Every dimensional depot is also a mall. Holy moly, how is that possible? Well, obviously it's only a mall if you're actually placing down storage units next to it, but you should be. If you're not placing down a storage unit right next to your dimensional depot, then you're basically just as stupid as I am, because that's what I forgot to do. I hope I've sold you on dimensional depots by now, but honestly there is one drawback that I do want to address. the dimensional depot upload rate. At the maximum speed, a dimensional depot can only upload 240 items per minute. Keep in mind that that's the upload speed of a single dimensional depot, so you can use multiple dimensional depots for a single resource. That's exactly what I'm doing over here, by the way, where I needed a lot of copper sheets and I needed them fast, so I had to use 2-dimensional depots over here. And once I had this going, I had no troubles laying down pipes, no matter where I'm laying them down. Now keep in mind that as you progress through the game, you can get rid of dimensional depots from earlier factories and move them forward. But you don't really need to do that because there are more than enough Mercer spheres on the map to, number 1, unlock all the tech upgrades that you can possibly need, and number 2, upload every single resource in the game without issues. And you still have a handful left over for stuff like concrete. Because we all know concrete is the biggest and the most annoying thing on the planet. But what I'm looking for is people who disagree. And if you disagree with anything in this video, then I need you to comment down below and let me know right now. On the off chance that you actually agree with everything I've said, hit that subscribe button and still let me know, because as a human being, I love validation. Bye!